Good morning, everyone. It's Yvonne here to do your What's Cracking reading. Okay, sorry about yesterday. I do want to let you know that I am cutting back on personal readings at the moment. I'm going to go back to work. I've got a really awesome job for a while, so I'll be doing that for as long as it takes. So you can book readings www.theaussiegoddess.com. I think I'm up to next Friday at the moment. So if you need a reading, you'll just have to be booking ahead of yourself. I'm happy for you to email me, and if I've got any additional time, I can have a look at that, but I can't promise that it will be on the table. Alrighty, list of fairs went up on my Facebook page. If you're not joined to my Facebook page, it's the Aussie Goddess, or Yvonne Denise, I think I have there as the Aussie Goddess. I do try to keep the Facebook page up to date because I figure most people can access your Facebook page. We're going to use the Light Seers Tarot for your reading today, and I do start the fairs off in Bathurst. There's 8 of them this year. Rightio, beautiful. We're starting off with the lovely Ace of Wands. There is a brand new beginning, something that you're going to feel very passionate about and very driven about when the Ace of Wands comes through. The Ace of Wands can sometimes represent the physical change in a relationship between two people, because it is sort of a very sensual card, being a wand. But it definitely means something new is coming about. Okay, this is something that you've wanted, but perhaps you weren't really sure whether it was coming your way or not, because you seem to be sort of lost between two directions here. And maybe this is about not really being sure whether you want to move forward on this or not. Let's just dig a little deeper. Okay, you could be dealing with a Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo here. I feel like somehow or another this might apply to work for some of you too, being this Queen of Pentacles is here. Let's just... Okay, and then we have the King of Swords. You may be dealing with somebody who's recently divorced here, because we have the Fool card coming through. Okay, I feel like you've got a new beginning coming. I feel like for some of you this definitely may be romantic. I would say to you, be a little cautious, because either your person, the person you're meeting, may have recently come out of a relationship or recently divorced. But I always think that when I see that, there's that little bit of caution just to make sure that this person is single if you're unsure, all right? Because I don't want to influence you in any way, shape or form. I make no judgments on what you do. But there feels to me like there may be a very recent breakup. Let's just move into the reading. I almost want to sort of talk about that a little bit further. We have the Four of Cups coming through, because I don't want it just to apply romantically with the Three of Wands. But I feel like this is a romantic reading at some sort of level here. I don't feel it is about work. I feel that this is for sure about romance. I feel like somebody may be coming into your life who's just recently separated or is on the verge of separation with somebody. The Four of Cups comes up here, and it sort of makes me feel that perhaps, you know, whoever this is that you're dealing with isn't ready to make commitment or move into a relationship, because I see that's where that sort of Eight of Swords energy is coming in, where you're not really sure whether to proceed with something because you're not really sure if the person's committed or will be committed. And I always say to people, if you say to someone, you know, at the beginning of meeting them, do you want a relationship? Most people will be honest at that point in time. If somebody says to you, I'm not looking for a relationship, they're hardly likely to change, unfortunately. So I would say to you here, there is a really, really strong feeling here that you need to be sure that you and this person are on the same page with something, because to me, this person feels very raw, straight out of relationship, and you may be their rebound person or the person they think is going to fix them, because I see you deliberating here. with this Four of Cups and this Three of Wands. So there's a very strong energy of going backwards and forwards on something. Maybe you want a future with somebody, maybe you see potential with this person, but what it feels like to me more is that you're becoming very interested in them and they are still floundering about what's happened in the past. All right, so I have the Six of Pentacles. Okay, with the Lovers card. Could be dealing with a Gemini here. Or you could be a Gemini yourself. I always say if I mention the sign for you and it resonates with you, then it's probably meant for you. Now, what I want to say to you here is I feel like you're going to meet someone that you are very keen and very desiring. You want to move forward with somebody, but I don't feel that your person is ready to move forward. I do feel they'll be honest with you, but I feel like you need to be aware of that, because to me, you're sitting on the fence here. Do I move forward or do I stay? And I feel that's where your person is as well. Does it mean they're not interested? Absolutely not. Six of Pentacles tells me they want to invest, and I feel with the Lovers card here, you probably are somebody that they want to be with, but there is a real energy of rebound. Okay, there we go. So we have the Hanged Man coming through with the Queen of Swords. I could be talking to you as well. Nine of Wands. I could be you one of those people who meets people who are either always committed to somebody else or fresh out of relationships. You could be that sort of person here with this Nine of Wands. What I feel here is that you're making a decision here on whether to move forward or whether to hold back. Very, very clear to me that you're stuck with this relationship. I think you want it. I think that maybe you've done a lot of work on yourself. Maybe you've had sort of a past where you've, dealt with things in relationships that haven't been very comfortable for you to deal with, because there's a real strong feeling here that you're encountering something, but you're a little bit more wise than perhaps you would have been before. It doesn't mean that you're not sort of cycling something, because I know that there's always a lesson in things for us, no matter what. When people say to me, I don't know what the lesson is, I think, well, you're not ready to learn the lesson yet. So what I'm feeling here is that whatever this is, has got you sitting on the fence here. It's got you really thinking about, do I commit to this because perhaps this has happened before, or do I commit to this because I'm not really sure whether the other person's ready to have a relationship? I think you're both interested in each other, but the Six of Swords tells me that you may consider packing and going here. All right, then we have the Knight of Wands. All right, so I can see what's happening. There's a King of Wands here. Leo, Sag, Aries energy coming through here as well. All right, what I feel like here is you may pull this back to being platonic or being friendship rather than moving forward until this person has sorted themselves out. Now, this person could be telling you they want to be in a relationship with you. Absolutely. I feel that they do, but there is a feeling here that they are fresh. I always call it raw, because they've come out of a relationship and they haven't done the healing from the relationship. Now, some people come out of relationships and they've been healing during the relationship when they know the relationship's breaking down. But to me, this feels like someone who's fresh out of something, who really hasn't really healed or dealt with the situation. I do feel they're really interested in you. I do feel they want to move forward. They want to invest in this situation. But what makes me feel strong about this is I feel like, especially with this Knight of Wands, Six of Swords, it's like I want to move away, but I still want to communicate with you. I still feel that we can keep in touch. And then maybe further down the road, something can come out of this. And it could be that your person's telling you this. It could be that they're saying, I really like you. I want to have a relationship with you, but I don't feel ready. I don't feel this is anybody playing games with you or trying to hurt you. I feel like really this person is very genuine and maybe have moved forward too quickly, maybe sort of copying the feelings, but not really knowing how to deal with them. All right, I might put some more cards on this one. I have a brand new beginning coming through with that Ace of Wands, but for some unknown reason, you're really unsure of whether to move forward. I feel like your person may be fresh out of a relationship, and although a new beginning is promised, I don't feel that you are ready to move forward with somebody. And as I said, maybe you've had this experience before. Maybe you're just really intuitively, picking up on this person's energy and feeling like maybe they're not ready. But I do feel if you stay friends, I do feel if you keep in contact with them, that something will come out of this, mainly because I have this King of Wands at the end, which sort of says to me this person will turn around. It may take a little bit of time, but I don't feel that they're ready at this point in time. All right, I've got the Six of Cups with the Four of Pentacles. This person may have children. You may meet them through your workplace or through a connection to work. They are meant to be with you on your journey, absolutely. I do feel that this person's probably very aligned with who you are. I do feel like it would be a really good connection, but I just don't think it's ready to take off at the moment. There seems to be, from your person's perspective, a little bit of letting go of their past. So they may still feel very angry, or they may still be in that grieving process, maybe angry or still resentful, trying to let go of this past relationship. If you can't forgive and let go of the past, then that's a real thing to work on. Sometimes people are like, I don't want to forgive other people. But you need to forgive for your own well-being. But there is a real energy here of somebody needing to let go of their past. I do feel this is worth it, though. I do feel it's a really good connection, and I do feel you will get it off the ground, but I feel like it's almost like you're pulling back and saying to this person, I'm happy to be friends with you at the moment, but I don't want to go any further till I'm sure it's right. It's funny because I know somebody that this happened with, and things are beautiful between them now. So, all right, let's have a look at an oracle card. It's hard when you come out of a relationship and you start to, the Singer of Courage has come through, and you start to develop feelings too quickly. Sometimes that can be a little scary if you don't feel ready. So I feel like your person's pulling back for only that reason, though, no other reason. This is about bravery, sublimation of fear, and moral strength. Most people have decided by the age of 3 or 4 what they must do in order to survive. From this decision, this belief about how the world is, most of our fears and self-limitations grow. Have we the courage to discover and break through the limiting beliefs, awaken to greater possibilities, and go for objectives? We need to transcend our fears and accept the gift of courage. So what I'm feeling here, Spirit is saying, is maybe you've never done this with somebody before. Maybe it's your first time sort of pulling back and saying to someone, I'm not ready to move forward. Because for many of us, we rush into relationships and try and seal the deal very quickly and move too quickly. And of course, then realize further down the track, perhaps it's not what we wanted. But I feel like here, maybe this is a real sort of caution for those people to just step back for a little while. I feel this is a really good relationship that's starting to evolve, but I also feel that you are sensing that it's not quite ready or not quite cooked enough to move forward. So I feel like it's a really sort of gentle nudge from the universe, like to really understand your limitations and fears. And if you're scared of getting hurt, then maybe it's a good idea just to pull back for the moment and just sort of let things unwind. I think it's a beautiful reading. Thank you.